So a very short introduction for today. I'm back on the Fields of Dreams. As you can see, it's a beautiful spot that I'm in, and it's very grey. It's 1 degree centigrade above freezing, and yeah, I'm going to do a 2 to 3 hour hunt now, and we'll see what we find. Moving on. So I'm digging a lot of modern rifle bullets up from this part of the ground, but I've got to be methodical here and go through everything. So I'm taking it very steady, low and slow. I don't know what that is, but it ain't no bullet, that's for sure. I have to get the dirt out of that later and have a look at it. But it's a strange looking thingamajig. Cool. It's brass or copper. I think it's brass. It's heavy. It has got that dirt in it. Okay. Yeah. Was it an old shot glass? A Roman shot glass? No, don't think so. Anyway, moving on. Lead marble. No, not really. But cool. I like to find these musket balls, round balls, whatever you want to call them. Shows the history here. Moving on. Well, there's a lot of trash in these fields. I know on most of my hunts I only show the good stuff, but there's a lot of this as well. Moving on. Look, it's Celtic ring money, or an old iron washer. Probably the last one. Yep, washer of some kind, I think. Moving on. I don't know if you can see that. That's I think a red kite. Probably can't even see it on the GoPro. That's a magnificent sight. I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in on that. Okay. Very cool. Oh, I grabbed something off the floor then. I don't know if you guys saw that. Moving on. Well guys, I have another target. I've dug so much rubbish. It's unbelievable. This place is full of treasure, but man, you've got to dig up loads of bullets and bullet casings. Even the lead is masses of lead. But what do I have here? What do you reckon? Be careful. Some of these are very brittle. Question is, coin or button? Well, I don't think there's any question about it. There's detail on that. Right, well, I can't clean that up at the moment. Yeah, I'm on it again. That's a hammered coin. That's going to be difficult doing that with these moon boots on, but there you go. Ooh, I nearly fell over. It's not easy with these. They weigh half a ton. Woohoo! Hammered coin. Wow, that will be a Belon coin, which means that it's part silver, part copper. They didn't do only copper coins, but you can see the green, but I can also see that there's silver in that. I'm a little bit speechless. That's a big coin. I have no idea what it is. I will clean that up later and show you. Moving on. Well, I thought we were going to play the coin or button game again, but we're not, because I can already see that's a button. Yeah. Ooh. Oh wow, okay. That will clean up very nicely. Let's see if I can get the worst of it. Yeah, that's a starburst button. I don't know, you probably can't see that in this camera. It's got a star in the middle. That's very cool. It's a flat button. The very proud shank. Cool. Actually, it's got quite a lot of detail on that. I'll clean that up later and I'll show you. Moving on. Well, that one is a bit of a mystery. There's quite a lot of detail on that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's part of a brooch. I don't know. I mean, mine plays tricks on me when I'm out metal detecting. I think every signal, every bit of round something is a hammered coin. But that looks to me to be something decorative, looking at the shape of it. But I will clean that up carefully when I'm home, and you'll see it in the wrap up. Moving on. Well, that's a 1718, which as anybody who uses the Cruiser will know, that's almost always aluminium. And you know, sometimes you get tired of digging aluminium, even though I would recommend it. But it's not a hammered coin, so I can't play the coin or button game because I can see that it's a button already. But I saw the rim and it gave me a start, because obviously it looked like a coin, but it's not. Shame, but that wasn't me. I didn't break that. And yeah, he's quite an old one. You can see the seam mark in there where he was made, the two halves. Yeah, cool find though. Now you see, if that had been a hammered coin and you ignore all of the aluminium signals, you wouldn't find it. And this is why I find hammered coins, because I dig everything pretty much. Oh, yeah. Moving on. Well, for a moment I thought I found part of a coin, but I don't think it is. It's very thin, can't see any detail on it. Part of a Roman guitar pick, you think? No. Moving on. Now I've got something in the hole. It was like a very stable 50s, early 50s signal. I don't know what it is. It's not deep. Let's get it together. Ooh. Okay. Can you hear that? Wait a minute. I don't know if you can see that. Probably you can't, but there's a buzzard going over. Love that sound. It's one of my favorite sounds in the world. But that, no, I'm gonna have to leave that. Wow, that's, I suspect that's silver. Yeah, by the looks of it, that's a thin piece of silver plate. it would have gone over something. I don't know if it's some kind of pin or definitely jewelry. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's going to be quite a wrap up for this one. Moving on. Well, we're doing it again. We're going to play the coin or button game. I don't know if you can see that in there. What do you reckon? I think it's button. Nope. It's coin. And it's not particularly old. Okay. It's 10 wrapping. Yeah, I can't see the date on that at the moment. Yeah, okay. Another coin for the day. Moving on. Well, I can't play the coin or button with this one again because I can see it not very deep. I see it in the hole. Already know that's a coin. And that's the 5 wrapping. So again, it's a modern coin. Even though I'm on farmland, and even though they plough this up to put crops in it, I always fill my holes in, so that if they come and check, it looks good. Hopefully then I can keep this permission. Okay, another coin. Moving on. It's getting pretty dark now, guys, so I'm finished for today's hunt. But I actually know what that is. And this is hilarious. That's part of a cufflink. I know it's part of a cufflink because I found the other one in a totally different part of the field, and several weeks ago. So I recognize the pattern and the shape of it. So that's part of a cufflink. Yeah, cool. I'll try and put that with the other one. Moving on. Well, I'm just on my way back to the car. Finished my hunt, but you know how it is. You can't not swing the detector on your way back to the car. And I don't know what that is. I guess it's a lid off something by the looks of it, but I don't know if you can see that the edges are patterned. So I don't know, might be something on it, might be a piece of rubbish, might be interesting. You'll see it at the wrap up. Moving on. And as a quick wrap up to this one, I'm trying to use a head torch, try and help with the focus on this camera because it needs a lot of light. But that was the lid, one of the last finds that I had of the day. You can see all the detail that's been put into this. It's heavy. I don't know exactly what it's made of, and there is what looks to be a thread inside, but my camera doesn't want to focus on that. Yeah, so it's not particularly old, but it's kind of cool, something kind of interesting. So it's a lid off something, but as I say, it's heavy. There was a couple of coins this day. I'm not used to trying to do this with this light. That's 1915. Don't know if you can really see that. That's a 10 wrapping, not dried off fully yet. There was this one, which was a 5 wrapping coin. Maybe that's better. There we go, that's a bit better. That's also not totally dry. Sorry guys, that's an 1884. So that's pretty old. But in Switzerland, everything before 1850 was all totally different. And no idea what that is. It's got some rubber on it, so it's not old. I'm including this because this is a small lead piece of shot, and that multi-cruiser can pick up targets this small. I mean, really, I don't know how it does that. I mean, obviously I know how it does that, but it still impresses me that it can find such tiny targets. But anyway, nothing special. Some other random bits and pieces. Button. This was a typical aluminium signal actually on this one, but it's not aluminium. And there was another button. I don't know if I can get it. There you go. You can see that this one has quite a lot of detail on it. The central starburst with this pattern around the outside. It's really quite a beautiful button, that one. It's fairly modern. It's not particularly old, but it's quite beautiful. Piece of cufflink. Now I know it's a cufflink because I found the other one, which was a bit more complete, and it had the bottom piece attached to it. So I know exactly what that is, and hopefully I can reunite it with the other one. They were gold plated, the other one's in better condition. If you've watched my previous videos, you will know that I already found one of these on these fields. Mystery item. Now, this looks very interesting to me. But what does it look like to you guys? It's slightly curved. It has detail put in on both sides. Though I don't know if my camera can quite pick up on that. So I have no idea of how old that is or what exactly that is, but that looks like something very interesting to me. What do you guys think? And the last two finds, which you've probably been waiting for. This is silver. It's a little brooch. There's a broken off pin there. This is bent over. It's a little silver brooch, 4-leaf clover, and that's beautiful. So I was very happy to find that. Again, fairly modern, not particularly old. And here you go. Hopefully my camera will pick up on that. There we go. Now this is a hammered coin. And there's a shield in the middle of it. It's quite a large shield. Now I haven't fully identified this yet. I'm hoping I can do.
Hi everyone. Just a quick pause to add into this video. That's past Nathaniel talking, and now I'm future Nathaniel. Unfortunately, past Nathaniel doesn't know as much as me, so I'm going to add in now what coin this is.
Hopefully my camera will focus on it. Here we go. Now you can see that there's the shield in the center there. And this is actually a 1 Kreutzer from Neuchâtel, or Neuchâtel, or whatever you want to call it. It's a canton in Switzerland. And unfortunately, I mean, it's pretty bent up. But on this side, you can see almost nothing. Most of the detail is gone. But I can tell you, it's actually made in 1800.
There was only 1 year that this thing was made, so it can only be 1800. So even though I'm missing the detail on the one side, I can already tell what year it is. Anyway guys, thought I'd put that in just so you guys know the details. Thanks for watching, and you can finish the video. The detail on the back unfortunately is mostly gone. Can't really make anything out on that side, but it's a big coin. And it would be Belon, so it's mostly silver but mixed with something else, which I think in this case would be copper. But hopefully there's enough detail on that side for me to identify it. But a totally cool find. Hammered coin, piece of silver. I mean, what more can you ask for on a day's hunt? Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Really appreciate you. And moving on.